Jonathan Greenblatt, CEO of the Pro-Israel Lobby Anti-Defamation League, calls for strict censorship on social media platforms like X, Instagram, and TikTok. He says it's time for companies to knock the anti-Zionists off the platforms once and for all. Again, he fucking name dropped me again. This dude is going on every broadcast, brother. Holy moly. Let's see what he had to say again.
Where you have graduation speakers spreading blood libels, in an environment where you have social media influencers making baseless claims, people like Hasan Piker over on Twitch, or there's others on TikTok. And
like, what am I doing? Can you just say what I'm doing? Other than just lying and being like, he is saying exterminationist rhetoric about Jews. Like, just fucking, because the reality is, if you were to turn around and be like, people like Hasan Piker on twitch.tv are saying Israel is doing a genocide and it must be stopped. If you were to say that out loud on a broadcast, everyone would turn around and go, what the fuck do you mean? He's right. He can't seem to get my name out of his mouth. It's crazy. Please, he's out here issuing an American fatwa on you. I know. It's crazy. I'm sorry for making fun of him for being bald, okay? I apologize. Jonathan, get my name out of your mouth. Oh my God. I don't have an issue with you being bald, bro. Go to Turkey. Go to Turkey. I will get it. I will help you get that taken care of. You know what I mean? You can come back with a full head of hair. Jesus Christ.
Instagram saying wild, baseless things about Jews, about Zionists, about Israelis. Vlad, I worry that this...
About Jews, about what? About Zionists, about Israelis? I think it's wild because when he says, like, I say wild shit about Jews and about Israelis, like, and then people encounter what I'm saying about Jews and about Israelis and they go, wait, he says that Judaism has nothing to do with Israel. Israel is a state, okay, in and of itself, and is totally separate from Jews who are not a monolithic force. How are you going to be at odds with what I'm saying? One, you're Jewish. Two, you're American. Nothing I've said is things that you would disagree with. Why the fuck are you constantly saying, I'm saying anti-Semitic shit? I mean, I know why. It's because, again, I am anti-Zionist unconditionally and uncompromisingly, but also simultaneously am not an anti-Semite. That's what it is. It's so funny because you literally cannot sue him for defamation because if anything, you're getting more popular because they're making you sound base by saying you're anti-Israel, not by saying you're doing blood libel, of course. I mean, it's getting to a fucking point where it unironically is like anti-Semitism is on the rise, okay? It is becoming fashionable. So being branded as a fucking anti-Semite is unironically becoming a fashionable thing. But of course it doesn't matter because most people know that, like, the actual anti-Semites know I'm not anti-Semitic. That's why they fucking hate me. It's like whenever annoying shitters, right-wingers will like concern troll or virtue signal like they care about trans people to turn around and say I'm transphobic. And it's like, yeah, if I was actually transphobic, you would be a fan of mine. You wouldn't be fucking complaining constantly. You know what I mean? And it's the same as like anti-Semitism. If I was actually anti-Semitic, half these people that are chirping would actually love what I have to say. It's so goddamn annoying.
Vlad, I worry that this could even get worse. So I think we really need tech platforms to step up and stop, lifting up these intemperate voices. We need elected officials to speak out. We need people from all walks of life to stand with their Jewish friends and...
What is this? This is what happens when you hire a guy who got into screaming fits over Chapo Trap House to write your Pride special. There's just something about this one. Wait, what is the issue? I think on gay shit, I don't think they would present me in a negative light. I'm in this. They put me in this. I'd like, there's no way, right? Would someone be like, he's actually a foe? Would they do that? Am I crazy? I doubt it. Where is it? Where'd it go? I had it up somewhere. I have it in front of me. The context makes it obvious you're not being shit on. They do. The author is a super lib who hates leftists. I think you guys forget I do have super lib fans. I have a lot of super lib fans, especially from my TYT days and stuff too. So I you know, there are, especially when it comes to like defending queer rights and stuff like that, I have a lot of super lib fans. People that might not like Chapo, will still like me a lot. They might think that like Chapo Trap House is like too anti-woke or something, but then they'll say like Hasanabi Piker is woke. The author is Jude Doyle and is making it seem like you support the bad guy simply because they're gender fluid. They really hate Bernie Sanders. Wait, what? Once my dad spent a few hours making a pot roast, and when he thought it was slightly overdone, he picked up each plate on the table and flung it at the wall. We didn't get to eat that night. Yeah, I guess you were lucky that your associations with men yelling were positive. Wait, what? What the fuck? I don't know. I don't care. I'm happy about this, okay? There is no need to investigate further. There's no need to fucking find out what the actual political perspective of the comic book author is. I'm happy to have been referenced, even if it's a negative or even if it's a positive. I'm literally barely in the fucking frame here as Hasanabi, I don't give a shit. I don't care. I'm in the DC universe now, officially, okay? Shut the fuck up. Yeah, SpongeBob pointing at TV meme. Look at me. I'm in the DC universe. I don't care. You guys are being silly and stupid. I'm canonically in the gay DC universe. Gay Hasan is in DC Comics. Exactly. Even though they did say I'm washed, 60K views in 10 hours. It is what it is. Okay. Here, let's watch the rest of it.
Maybe show up for their own walk next weekend and say we won't be intimidated by the bigots.
Because I look at social media now and many of these platforms, I mean, the
I think the reason why Jonathan Greenblatt is constantly mentioning my name is because he wants to stop mainstream media outlets from like referencing me in a positive way. You know what I mean? I guess that's the reason. That's probably what's going on.
Characteristic that I see is what you're describing: anti-Semitism, racism, misogyny, and the spread of misinformation. So how to combat that? What is the ADL doing? I mean, are you having conversations with the leaders of these companies to at least try to remove that nefarious content from their platforms?
Yeah. Like, this guy has no fucking clue who I am. You know what I mean? I am just a name that he just dropped. He will forget about that in the immediate aftermath of this conversation. He will forget. He does not give a shit. He's like, well, you know, you are the guy. You're the guy who takes out vicious anti-Semites. So are you doing anything to deal with the vicious anti-Semites?
Yeah, Vlad, we've talked about this before over the years.
And it's kind of weird because, like, on the one hand, regular media outlets, like mainstream media outlets are now also arriving at the position that I've been at for years and actually covering Israel appropriately. And in the process, like, Jonathan Greenblatt is still trying to do his very best to try to, like, I guess, undermine someone like myself. But yeah, over 7 years ago, Hasan posted this as one of his first videos on his YouTube channel before he even got started streaming full-time. Since then, nothing has changed. It never began on October 7. The double standard of brutality in Palestine, 2018, May 15th. Important to point this, Matt Leck says, important to point this consistency out and also make it clear that it should have been everyone's understanding of Palestine and that those in media who weren't on this sort of timing by 2018 are not credible or in fact suspect. Like, I've been doing this. Do these networks not invite you on for like table discussions? They would. They're coming after me and Miss Rachel. Also, Miss Rachel followed me back, and I followed her back. Might link up with Miss Rachel. I like that as I'm in the process of the ADL hunting me and deplatforming me, this guy consistently is spamming, hey man, check this video about the ethical evaluation of Luigi Mangioni's case about how let's talk about the ethics of like assassinating a healthcare CEO. This is a video I said I was going to watch initially, but like perhaps not so close to the ADL calling me out by name once again on numerous media outlets. Like, I think a lot of you are a little bit schizophrenic and completely and utterly delusional in terms of how this kind of stuff works. Are you okay? Do you have a severe inability to fucking read the room? He vallahi ben yeni geldim. El Salvador soğuk. Amına koyacağım seni şimdi. Göndereceğim, Erdoğan'a söyleyeceğim, Silivri'ye göndersin seni. Özgün. Silivri soğuktur, El Salvador da soğuktur. Götüme girecek şimdi. Anyway. Pardon babuş. Bro, you got 5 stars on you GTA style right now. It's fine. It's not that. It's not that bad. It's not that significant. It's all good. We're going to do Welcome Fest as well. We're going to do Welcome Fest Reacts, rather. America's largest public gathering of centrist Democrats. Obviously, it's a meme, and it's hilarious. But yeah, I don't even care about the rest of this fucking thing. Jonathan Greenblatt is like actively trying to make anti-Zionism illegal. Good luck to him on this endeavor. I really do hope that there are reasonable people out there who recognize and separate anti-Semitism and anti-Zionism. One has to ask, if you're really as anti-Semitic as organizations such as the ADL says you are, why are you being featured in CNN and New York Times, etc.? No, the reason why Jonathan Greenblatt is constantly fucking complaining about me is because of this. Is because I get positive mentions. Is because I get positive mentions in a media like that. That's why. Hasan, have you already covered the One Piece Season 2 event casted for Netflix Tudum with Chopper reveal? No. Hey, yo, Thomas Foolery. Thank you for the 20 gifted subs. Well, I mean, this all gives support to your analysis of why they're talking about you. Pro-Zionist ops definitely have internal numbers and analysis that indicates your platform is growing and highly effective compared to other commentators. I mean, look, I got interviewed by an international outlet yesterday, the entire day. And the reason for why I got interviewed, like this journalist said that he had a direct fascination with like American politics in general, as many other countries do. But his fascination with what I was doing revolved around the fact that, there are plenty of people who have my point of view and are out and about and open about their perspective, but none with a platform and none with as much mainstream prominence. So yes, that does play a role. In this regard, clout unironically plays a fucking role. This is part of the reason why I also play this game to the best of my ability, do collaborations, things of that nature, to expand the network that I have and try to get you guys to be on board with those sorts of endeavors as well. One, because it's fun for me, but two, because it does play a unique role using my strengths and my real interests to my advantage. Do you see what I mean? Because in the aftermath of that, in the aftermath of things like that, the mainstreamification of things that I do, you get newcomers who come in with charitability. Okay, I don't think gaming is a strength of yours. No, gaming is not. I mean, even gaming plays a role in this too, though. It's not artificially crafted. It's not like me saying, "Oh, I'm faking." It's not me trying to deliberately find a thing that people would be interested in, or things that people would be invested in, to make it seem like I have shared interests. It's just like, these are my real interests. If I don't like something, I don't fucking entertain it. As you guys know, I'm very stubborn. Thomas Foolery with another 20 gifted subs. Goddamn. For me, my worldview and spreading this message comes first. Everything else I'm doing is in service of that. Everything else I'm doing is completely in service of that. All right. Arroyo, who is the entertainment reporter for Fox News, goes on Laura Ingraham to talk about Miss Rachel. Miss Rachel is once again under fire. Let's take a look.
Laura, why is everybody suddenly an activist? Now she's kitty care at the Foreign Relations Committee. No one wants to hear that from Miss Rachel. Mr. Rogers, in our day, he didn't start lecturing kids about Russia or Iran or the nuclear threat.
Mr. Rogers absolutely did political messaging. Okay? That's also not true. He did. But even if he didn't, even if Mr. Rogers never did, why is it bad that Miss Rachel is doing it right now? I don't understand. First of all, if you were alive back then and you were, an adult at this age with the exact same framework, with the exact same mentality, you'd be shitting on Mr. Rogers too for talking about like segregated pools or whatever. You know what I mean? Or talking about like PBS being defunded. You would also be at odds with Mr. Rogers. This is what's so frustrating about these people, okay? They don't like people that rock the boat. They don't like progressive politics. And that is precisely the reason why he is currently using this platform to attack someone who's using the platform that they have to communicate about the truth.
That's not your job. And I worry. Everybody feels they have to get on the activist bandwagon now. Miss Rachel, you don't know anything about the Middle East, the Middle East, the Middle East.
So cringe, so unimaginably cringe. Oh my God.
Maybe we have to just kind of, you know, speak in the vernacular.
Yeah, here's Mr. Rogers, by the way. Mr. Rogers helped break down barriers of segregation at swimming pools.
How are you?
Fine, won't you sit down?
Oh, sure, just for a moment.
It's so warm, I was just putting some water on my feet.
Oh, it sure is.
Would you like to join me?
It looks awfully enjoyable, but I don't have a towel or anything.
Oh, you share mine.
Okay.
Sure.
Oh,
Come along,
man.
I'll put some more water in here.
Oh. This is going to turn into a beautiful day.
You like bare feet?
Well, yeah, as I grew older, I liked it more and more.
Uh-huh. Good for you, you're pulling up your pants. I forgot to do that at first.
Oh, I don't want them to get wet.
Right.
Oh, that feels great.
Here.
You know, when you're a policeman, you do an awful lot of walking, and sometimes your feet get tired.
Right.
That feels better already.
Good.
Just massage them a little bit.
Damn, they got the piggies out. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, yo, didn't realize we'd be seeing Mr. Rogers piggies this early in the morning.
Well, thank you for your refreshments.
Oh, I'm glad you like it. You're welcome, Officer Clemens.
Shall we turn this off?
Mm-hmm. Is that enough?
Oh, that's fine. Well, that was so enjoyable. I'm sorry I couldn't stay longer.
Well, I know how busy you are. But sometimes just a minute like this will really make a difference.
There, that one's dry. And now, that one. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Directed by Quentin Tarantino.
Who can put your
His
hand in mine
directorial debut.
and be
Anyway, yeah, Miss Rachel should keep her chin up. Her hero, Mr. Rogers, whose show many people have compared to hers, once stepped in the firing line in the same way that she did. Okay? It's poetic that Curso had made Rogers her hero, and not just because they both had hosted a children's program. The late host, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, once stuck his neck out just like she did in 1969. So the idea that like these other people were not on the right side of history in the past is also incorrect. Okay? Mr. Rogers also defended funding PBS in front of Congress. There have always been people who have unconditionally and uncompromisingly stood on the right side of history, no matter what the odds are. You all play a different role here. We all do. Progress is sometimes not inevitable, okay? People need to be pushed in that direction. And it's good that a lot of you are keeping up the pressure in a similar way. And that is part of the reason why I will not stop no matter how much they fucking attack me. It's that simple. It's that simple. Sometimes society regresses when people get too comfortable. There's also that as well, for sure.